First impressions. We all know that we want to make strong ones, and we know that people make quick judgments about us when they come across us, even when, and especially when they have no idea who we are and they may never find out who we are. So we want to be careful about those first impressions. I want to tell you why people judge instantly, how they make instant judgments, and how you can start taking control of these instant judgments that other people make, even though you cannot control their minds. All you can control is you. I'm going to tell you how that matters. Point number one is that this is a survival instinct. All human beings, including me and including you, we make snap judgments about people, and we make those first impression, get those first impression ideas about people because it is biologically wired in us that we had to judge someone quickly. Is this a friend? Is this a foe? Is this person going to help me? Is this person a threat? Should I go closer to this person? Should I get away from this person? Should I fight them, or should I run away from them, or should I freeze and do absolutely nothing? We have to make snap judgments because that is based on survival. It is a survival instinct to make a snap judgment about another person. Even though your life may not be life and death everywhere that you go, we still have to make these judgments because it's wired in us as human beings. Number two, this becomes a shortcut, is an identity shortcut. So instead of us spending time thinking about and assessing and really figuring out who you are or he is or she is, we look at them, and in the first 10 seconds or even 2 seconds, less than 1 second, oftentimes we make a snap judgment about that person and figure out who they are. We put them into a certain box based on things that we've already believed, things we've already seen, and things we've already experienced. So if you look like this, I'm going to assume you're that. If you do this, I'm going to assume you're this thing. When I walk around dressed like this, people assume that I am a lawyer, or I work in finance, or I work in the C-suite somewhere. I have never taken a law class ever in my life. I do not work in finance at all. I am a CEO, but other than that, I'm not those other things. But people make these judgments. Why? Because in their minds, in their experience, a person who dresses like this is probably a lawyer. A person who carries himself this way, maybe they work in finance. I get people guessing I'm in finance on the internet all the time. I do not work in finance. I do not work in the legal system. But anyway, when I dress in casual gear, people look at me and say, you like an athlete, you like a ball player. And I was a ball player, so it doesn't bother me. I change my outfits and change the way I'm presenting myself based on the impression that I want to get from the people who I'm making an impression on. You can do the exact same thing, understanding that even though you may be completely different than how you present yourself, understand you're going to be judged based on your presentation. People do judge books by their cover, so make sure your cover looks the way you want it to look. And number three, presence. A strong presence can override other people's biases. What strong presence does is upgrade the impression that other people get, or completely override the impression that other people have. So if people judge you as being a certain type of person just based on appearance, and then your presence amplifies it, all it does is 10x what they already thought. And oftentimes when people have this false idea about you, it's hard for them to change that. Your presence can override it, but you have to undo the thought they already had. So how about you don't start off in the negative in the first place and just change the way you present yourself? Get into my Power Presence Mastermind. There's a link in my bio. You want to learn more about doing this.